Hi everyone, here to show you how to take a COVID test. So there's different types of COVID tests that are out there. We just want to make sure that you understand that at least some of the basic steps that we're going to go over. It might be a little bit different in terms of size. It may look a little bit different when you actually do get the box as well. But just know that really just the main steps are pretty simple. Of course, most of the COVID tests that you'll be taking are going to be nasal. So of course you're going to be given this little swab. It can differ in various lengths, but this is one that's a little bit longer than one that you might see as well. So when you do take the test, make sure to read. Sometimes they say 3 to 5 swabs inside your nose. A lot of them do require you to keep it in there for at least 15 seconds. So always do make sure to read and make sure to know the specific details of which exact test that you're doing. Alright, so let's get to the fun part. So here's the swab here. And you're most likely going to be doing both noses. Sometimes there's one, but most of them do both sides. And you're going to enter it in. And usually most people will feel a part when they're kind of reach the limit where you can only go a certain amount. But a good test is that there's this little halfway point here. And usually by the time that you can't even insert anymore, that's usually a good time that you should be stopping. And like I said, then you will do at least 3 to 5 circles in your nose, and make sure you do a good circle. Some people tend to get a little bit teary-eyed like I do as well. And then you at least try to get it in there for at least 15 seconds. And once that's done, go ahead and insert it out, and then make sure to do the other nose as well. As far as the actual test itself, there's usually requires an agent that you'll be applying on to the swab, or you'll be placing it into a vial, and that vial usually has a liquid, so make sure that vial doesn't actually get disposed of. Once you insert this swab into the vial or into the agent, make sure to, usually there'll be a timer, or usually will then go ahead and send that swab to an actual laboratory, which they will test whether or not you're positive or negative. And with this right here, we have this little box. This is just a little quick sample that we have here. This is by Quick View. The other common ones that you might see are by Binax. There's also ones that are given out to where you might be able to get it to a drive-through. Everyone uses a different one. Like I said, the rules are a little bit different and directions, but this is a quick one that you might see around. And then they have usually a brief instructions. I have seen the one for Binax where you do have to require for you to go ahead and download an app, and that app's actually quite great because it'll tell you right away whether or not you'll be positive or negative. It does take a little bit of time, anywhere from like 15 to 20 minutes, and usually within that time frame I can tell you. And most of these do have some kind of live support. I remember the first time I did mine, there's a live support that was watching me, so it makes it a little bit easier, and you always have something as a reference. So that is a very quick and easy review on how to take your COVID test, and make sure, like I said, to read each one and know exactly the directions that they're going to tell you.